If you've spent any real time online, you know the feeling. You've seen that giveaway that was just a little too good to be true.
Or that perfect job offer.
Right, or that one email that was so sophisticated, it almost, and I mean almost, fooled you.
It's why we're here.
Yeah.
We are HackAware.org, and we exist because these digital threats today are. They're clever, they're convincing, and frankly, they are everywhere.
And we should be really clear about who we are. We're not a brand. We're not a business trying to sell you something.
Not at all. We really see ourselves as a line in the sand. Our whole mission is to expose scams, to decode their tactics, which change all the time, and then teach you what we learn.
So you can protect yourself.
Exactly. The core belief is simple. Knowledge is protection. We want to give everyday people the clarity, the confidence to spot a digital threat and just stop it.
Stop it in its tracks before it does any real harm.
And this became incredibly urgent for us. The whole reason we started this journey was because for us, staying silent just wasn't an option anymore.
So this began in Sri Lanka.
That's right. We're built in Sri Lanka, but our work is open to the world. The inspiration, really, the thing that pushed us to form, was seeing ordinary Sri Lankans lose their life savings.
To what kind of things?
To fraudulent online ads, these fake investment sites, and job scams that were spreading like wildfire across Facebook and Telegram.
Which I think brings us right to the problem we're here to address.
Mm-hmm.
This modern scam wave.
It is a wave. We started during a time when Sri Lanka was seeing a huge, almost exponential rise in online fraud.
And people were falling for the same traps over and over.
Yes, and not because they were foolish or, bad with technology. It was because they just lacked the basic awareness of how these modern scam systems actually operate.
So what did that threat landscape look like specifically?
So it was aggressive.
Right.
We were seeing all sorts of new things. Telegram top-up scams, fake remote job platforms that looked totally legitimate.
But they weren't.
Of course not. And these really complex investment scams that would impersonate real, trusted global brands.
I want to pause on that for a second. The brand impersonation, you documented one, the fake Dilma VIP investment scam. That feels like another level.
It is another level.
What does a scammer get by using a name like Dilma, something so well-known and trusted locally?
They're buying instant trust. In a world where we're all a bit wary of strangers online, using a name like that, an honest-to-goodness national success story, it just creates an emotional shortcut.
It bypasses your critical thinking.
Completely. The victim thinks, well, if Dilma is involved, it must be safe. It's an incredibly effective hack, and a psychological one.
And inside these face platforms, they often use a specific mechanism, this task completion or task-based deposit system.
Yes.
To me, that seems like the most insidious part. Can you walk us to the psychology of that? What happens when they let you withdraw a tiny amount of money successfully at the start?
That's the hook. What the scammer is doing there is they are hacking the risk assessment part of your brain. They lure you in with a promise of easy work. Just do a few simple tasks online. And then they let you make a small, successful withdrawal. Maybe $10, $20.
So you think it's real?
You think it's real. That tiny payout isn't a loss for them. It's an investment in your confidence. It validates the whole system and introduces what psychologists call the sunk cost fallacy. You're invested now.
And once you're convinced, the pressure just escalates, doesn't it?
Immediately. They've built the trust. So next comes the pressure. To unlock the higher-paying VIP levels, you need to deposit more.
And you think, well, I already got money out once, so my $500 should be safe.
Exactly that. They force you to keep depositing to unlock these higher levels, and then once a big enough sum is in there, usually when the victim can't put in any more, the withdrawal function is just blocked.
Or the whole website just disappears.
Vanishes. It's a calculated, cold, psychological manipulation from start to finish.
And when that website vanishes, that points to another huge challenge you face, which is domain hopping.
It's a constant battle. The issue is the speed and the sheer volume. Scammers are constantly re-registering new domains.
So by the time you get one taken down,
By the time we verify a scam, report site A, and get a takedown notice issued, they've already got sites B, C, and D live and running. They're always one step ahead.
which really brings us to the core concept of what you do, what you call human hacking.
Yeah.
It's not the computer they're hacking, it's you.
It's always you. They are experts in social engineering. They hack your emotions, your hope, your trust, your fear of missing out, even your greed.
So what's the key to defending against that?
Understanding their goal. It is always to make you act quickly, to act before you have a chance to stop and think. Digital safety doesn't start with a firewall. It starts with being aware of the manipulation tactics being used against your own mind.
Okay, so given this whole environment, what does HackAware actually do on a day-to-day basis? Let's start with investigation, knowing the threat.
Our primary job is to document the real scam structures that are actively targeting people. We track the active domains, we verify every community claim, every piece of evidence we get,
And then you publish it.
and then we publish clear, detailed reports explaining exactly how it works and how people get trapped. That documentation is the foundation for everything else.
And that foundation feeds directly into your role as an intermediary, right?
Yeah.
The active reporting and the takedowns.
Yes, we try to dismantle the infrastructure. We act as an independent watchdog. We contact the domain registrars, the hosting providers, companies like Name, Namecheap, Cloudflare, and of course the social media platforms like Meta.
Why is it important to go to those intermediary platforms?
Because they provide the services that keep these scam sites online. And because of their scale, they can be slow to respond to a single report from one victim.
But you can cut through the noise.
We try to. We provide them with consolidated, verified, clear evidence of abuse. It compels them to act faster than a single person ever could.
And what about for someone who's already been a victim? What can you do for them?
We empower them. We help victims prepare proper, evidence-based complaint descriptions. We guide them on exactly how to report the crime to the authorities and to the domain providers involved.
You give them a roadmap.
A very clear roadmap. Especially for Sri Lankan victims, we outline the practical steps to take. We tell them what information, every screenshot, every transaction ID they need to include to have any chance of getting help from banks or law enforcement.
But I imagine you have to be very careful about managing expectations here. Guiding them isn't the same as guaranteeing an outcome.
Absolutely. And this is where we have to be crystal clear about our boundaries. We are an advocacy and awareness group. We are not a law firm or a bank.
So let's just state them plainly. What are the things HackAware does not do?
First and foremost, we do not recover money for victims. We simply can't guarantee any financial recovery or legal outcomes.
Second,
We do not negotiate with or contact scammers directly, ever. They are criminals.
third, you don't provide legal representation.
No, we guide on reporting, but we are not lawyers.
And fourth, you can't guarantee that a bank or a platform will actually do anything.
We push hard for action, but the final decision is theirs.
And finally,
We do not investigate private individuals for anyone. Our focus is on large-scale, systematic scams targeting the public.
so beyond all the tracking and reporting, the core function is really awareness and education, stopping the attack before it even starts.
That's the preventative step. We teach people to recognize the classic red flags.
The too good to be true offers.
That, the manufactured urgency, any demand for upfront deposits before you get a payout. We create dives, deep dives like this one, because we believe in storytelling over statistics.
Okay, stories are what make people stop and think twice.
Exactly. Every story we share about a fake job or a specific scam becomes a warning that can save someone else from the same fate.
So what you do offer is something else.
What we do pledge, always, is honesty, accuracy, and public service. It's awareness and advocacy that empower you, the listener, to protect yourself. We might not get every dollar back, but we can help people recover their confidence and control.
So to wrap this up, the philosophy is that online scams are real, they are active, and they are constantly evolving.
And awareness, paired with a healthy dose of skepticism, is the strongest protection you have against this idea of human hacking.
And you're asking people to join the mission.
We are. Share our content. Report scams you see. Help us turn silence into awareness, into collective protection.
So the final message from HackAware to the public is a simple one, a reminder that just understanding how this works is the first and most critical step.
It is. It's simply this. Know the threat. Stop the attack.